as far as I'm concerned.
No.
Someday that Funimation or somebody like Funimation will do a full 5-season redub. But no. Until then, it's a dream.
Yeah, with that, it's not that nobody here wanted it, it's that Toei wouldn't sell it.
Yeah.
People tried. So I mean, there's a hope that if they were to have all the relicense, that it might get to that point. But of course, there is the problem of the market for it, because the fact is, if they tried to put Sailor Stars on TV, it would be a disaster.
Oh, yeah.
And the question is whether or not they would sell enough DVDs to make it financially viable. Unfortunately, the state of the anime industry here is not very good right now. So there's also that question on whether or not they feel that they make enough money doing it to make it worth doing it.
Question over here. You can hand up.
I want to know more about the Italy. Are they redubbing it in Italy or just giving out licensing rights? Will they redub the first season over here, or are they looking for, I mean, I guess you just answered my question that they're not looking for the stars to redub, but
as far as I know, they haven't done any actual redubbing. They remastered it, they added in so they changed some of the music back to the original stuff, and they added in some new bumpers and things like that, but as far as I know, since I don't read Italian, they haven't actually redubbed it. This is only Italy, so it's everything that might happen in other countries is up in the air. So I mean, and that all depends on also what Toei wants to sell. If they want to say, okay, you can rebroadcast, resell what you have, or if they're going to allow a redub of the entire thing. That all kind of depends on what happens in Italy right now. There's a website. I'm trying to remember. It's an Italian website about the broadcast, and they've got a translation option, which I haven't had a chance to give it a try yet, but I can't remember.
so
I think it might be SailorMoonWorld.it for Italy, I think.
So
that has all the details of what's going on over there.
if they're going to bring it back in America, it'll probably just be like little edit dubs here and there.
That depends. I mean, I really can't say, because since it's all country by country. I mean, it would depend on what the local company asked for and what Toei was willing to sell. So I know that Funimation has been involved in redubbing things that were done badly the first time. So that's something that they would most likely be interested in doing if they were to do it. But that's all you can't really say.
So we should go ask them.
Yes, definitely.
Saying.
We'll take a couple more questions.
And of course, the thing about that is they can't really discuss things that aren't signed. So, I mean, by all means, let them know. I mean, they know that people are interested. The more people telling them that they want it and that they'll purchase it, the better. But even if they were discussing it, they couldn't tell anyone.
At Otakon, Funimation did sneak a release that they are trying to get the rights to do it. They want to actually redub everything.
I know that they had a poll on their website, and then a whole ton of Sailor Moon fans mobbed it and pushed Sailor Moon up to the way top of the poll. So I knew that they knew.
I think they get the hint.
But yeah. So that's good to hear.
Another question? One more? Right?
There'll be more later.
Yeah, we'll do more later.
You said the Star Locket or whatever it's called. I forgot, sorry.
Starry Sky Oracle.
No,
The
bootlegged item.
yeah. Oh, the
Star
Locket. Yeah.
What's the second most bootlegged item?
I mean, I don't know. Like this is not like official. Yeah. This is not like
Wall
official.
scrolls.
You're probably wall scrolls. Like this is not like official. Like the most whatever. It's just I look on eBay a lot. Just and the number one thing that shows up as if you look for like Sailor Moon merchandise, Sailor Moon locket, you will come up like for every one real one, there'll be maybe 10 to 15 bootlegs. So I mean, it's not like I didn't like take a poll or anything.
The Gashapon, the little figures. Gashapon, how do you say that? Am I saying it right? Tons of bootlegs of those.
Pins,
and,
there's a lot of pins out there, but the bootleg pins are really nice actually. Like some of the pins that are just made, the metal pins, like I love the metal pins. Some of the ones that are just made like by whomever are actually really nice. Like don't get me wrong, when I say that something is like a bootleg, it doesn't necessarily make it any inferior quality. It's just that if you're starting a serious collection, you should be aware of is that like we're two very different collectors. I collect things because they're silly and I like them, whereas
I collect things because I'm obsessed and I need
yeah.
help.
I'm just like I like clocks. Clocks are fun. Like it's not super serious, but the wall scrolls are something else that super, super bootlegged, but it's really easy to tell because they'll look ridiculous. So.
And also be careful of the art books too.
Oh yes, the art books.
Because you can spend a lot of money on those, and they're worth nothing.
Most of the thing is that it's just that you shouldn't be spending top dollar on things that aren't genuine.
Yeah, let me just give you a quick overview of the bootleg art books, because I actually owned 1, 2, 3, 4 of the bootlegs, and then I found out that they were bootlegs, and I had to go buy 1, 2, 3, 4 again.
I had some of those too.
It was horrible. When you're looking at art books, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th art book, and the materials collection all have shiny writing. So the very front of the book where it says Sailor Moon, Aoko Takuchi, is all shiny, shiny. So if someone takes a picture of it, usually there's a slight differentiation. It's not flat all the way across. The other thing that you want to look for is the first sheet of the art book is always semi-transparent. So you'll be able to see the image that's on the first page through that first sheet. It's very pretty, it looks like tissue paper, it's absolutely beautiful. All 5 of the first art books have that, as well as the material collection. I think the Infinity volume might have it, but if you guys are buying that...
Also, don't bootlegs have different slip covers on the front?
They do.
The bootlegs also have different slip covers.
And you guys, I mean, there's so many things you can look at, like the inside colors of the pages, and on the back of the book, there's different things that have changed. So if anybody is really into starting to collect those, feel free to come ask me questions later, and I can give you more details.
Yeah, again, we emphasize the reason that we're mentioning these things is only because a lot of them are particularly pricey, and that's why it's a shame for you to think that you're getting something. Yeah.
There are legit Chinese releases of the art books. They're soft cover, they're smaller, and they have different characters on the front. You guys will sometimes see those pop up on eBay. They are legitimate merchandise that were released in China, they're just not hardcover. And if you guys ever see a hardcover materials collection, that's the yellow one, that's a bootleg. That book was only sold in softcover.
When it comes to the DVDs, I've seen people ask about this a lot. Is that there's a lot of sets on eBay and places that are like, it's the whole series with all the movies and stars and everything. If it has stars, obviously, there is no American release of stars. If it includes stars, that's a definite red flag that they are bootleg, which is usually going to be like MPEG computer files burned to disk, so the quality isn't going to be very good. But you can get them all for cheap if you really just want to watch them. But just be aware, if it includes stars, that's a dead giveaway right away. If it's on suspiciously few discs, that's a giveaway too, because you obviously can fit a lot more bad quality video files on a disc than the good ones.
All right. And we'll hold the questions for a little while. And topic that came up just in the topic, sorry about that, dubs and stars and stuff, was sort of the differences between the Japanese series and the American series.
Thank you for asking.
And I know we all have opinions on it, but you lead off on that, and then probably everyone can jump in with their fun horror stories about.
Are we going to show that now, or right now?
Talk a bit, then we have an example of it. That's what I said. Yes. I planned this really well.
Oh, we're really in that.
Fail.
Going to take all your pure hearts. All right, here.
She's saying.
Don't mess with me. I have my own fake college. All right.
Alright, well, as you all know, I'm obsessed with Sailor Neptune and Uranus. And in the American dub, they're cousins. Yeah.
Which I think just makes it more interesting.
Hi, you're nice.
I mean, if you're into, like, incest, I guess. But in the real version, the Japanese, they're,